Hello and welcome back to another video on the Curly Trading YouTube channel. I want to do a little psychology video and a little talk about how to get that momentum in trading, but also in all aspects of your life to not only help you with obviously your day trading while you're watching this video, and self-improvement and how you can progress quicker towards your goals in trading and in life, and how I was able to do it. For a little bit of a backstory, I was obviously someone, if you know my story, was sick in hospital for basically a month. I couldn't leave my room, very ill for about 2 months, and then I obviously had no money, stuck in my room, no hope, didn't know anything about day trading, and I was at a very low point in my life. And I was able to come back and be able to trade full time and now live out here in sunny Thailand right now. And obviously I'm currently going to be traveling the world soon again. Kind of have been in Southeast Asia for the last 6 months or so. And I'm going to start going on the move to South America and stuff in the next kind of month or so. But let's get into it a little bit about how you can get the momentum going in your life and in day trading. One of the most important things to get momentum going is having clear goals and clear visions on what you want to get out of the goals you have set. So for example, for me, when I started to trade, I had a very, very simple goal. Be a full-time day trader, travel the world. They were two of my main objectives when I started trading, okay? How you get momentum going towards your goals is knowing exactly what your goals are. And I had them super specific in my brain. First goal, be a full-time day trader. Second goal, be able to travel the world. Third goal, be able to teach people how to trade. This was the 3-step pattern I had set up for success in my life and for my trading. Goals I want to succeed and get out of day trading. So, the first thing I need to do was set and get things that I wanted to do every single day that were going to push me towards my goals. And that was going to get the momentum going in my life. For example, every single day I'd wake up, work my remote job, day trade, journal my trades, go to the gym, back test in the evening, as well as journal price action for that day. On the weekend, instead of going out and partying or drinking or going to a fast food place with the boys, I'd be focused on getting my steps in, watching psychology videos like this one about day trading, learning more aspects of my draws and liquidity, understanding my strategy more. When I start to do all these things every single weekend, it's a compound effect. You don't even realize how much progress you might be making in trading or in your life, in self-improvement, and getting so much momentum going in your life until it's literally, you're at the stage where you've realized how far you've come. For me, starting from the very bottom, learning what a fair value gap was, whatever it is now, over 2 years ago, to being able to trade full-time and live around the world. It's been, as you can imagine, a serious process. And that's the reality of day trading. It is going to be a process to be able to get success in it long term and have that long-term success in trading. So what we need to do is get the momentum going, and obviously all aspects of that goal. Obviously, we've said the first thing is write out exactly what you need to do every single day to get towards your goals. And the next thing is give it 100%. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. I never got the point of what I was doing out of my brain. Everything I was doing when I didn't want to do it, when I was tired, when I was bored in bed doom scrolling, what I would remember is I remember where I wanted to be. What was the goals I wanted to be? What did I want to be, and what goals did I want to achieve? So I would get motivated to get out of that bed, to start getting the momentum going, to do more hours, to put the work in. You get in a flow state. When you become so delusional about your success, you get in this kind of flow state of life. You get in, that's the literally only word I can think to describe where and what I got into. I always say there's a 2-month period, and I've said it in a few videos before, that in my opinion is the happiest 2 months of my life. And it's not living in Thailand, it's not full-time day trading. It was literally when I was working my remote job, working my extra job on the weekend, going to the gym, getting the steps in, day trading every day, journaling, doing all these things. That time to me is when I made the most progress in my entire life in such a quick period of time. I literally went from someone that wasn't having any success in day trading to someone that was completely, for 2 months, taking consistent payouts. And then since them 2 months, I've non-stop took consistent payouts since then. That was the catalyst, them 2 months of my life, I think, the biggest 2 months of my life, to getting that momentum going in that flow. Days were passing by and I didn't even realize, because I was so focused on the goal, because I was so focused on gathering momentum, getting in that flow state, and just being, it's going to sound cringy and weird, but being one with my goals and being already that person. Yes, it might sound weird saying being one with what you want to be, but it was the truth. I knew I was going to achieve it. So I just knew I needed to put in the work. So my logic was the more work I put in, the quicker I get there. That's generally what happens in life. Now, the only issue with that in day trading is you can't rush the process on the charts. So what did I have to do? I obviously had to do and achieve and progress to get momentum in all the other aspects and all the other goals that came into day trade. So I need to focus on getting more money, obviously, for more evals, from working remote job at the weekend, working my remote job during the week. Obviously, focus on my psychology of trading, make sure that was locked in from getting steps in, going to sauna, hitting the gym, doing all these different aspects in my life to be able to put myself in the best mental position to trade and also be in that flow state to get the work done. And when you get that work done, it's nearly like a euphoric feeling when it's like, I remember a few moments when it was 2:30 in the morning and I was just completely in that flow that I call it. I have called momentum as well, that kind of flow state, similar things. Basically where you don't even feel like you're working. You just feel like, literally as I've said, you're one with your goals, that you know what you're doing is pushing it towards your goals. You don't even look at the time, you don't care about what's going on in TikTok, Snapchat. You care about what's going on with your goals and where you are in your life and what you're doing right now to progress them. For example, if you're on the charts back testing, you're getting a flow of 3-4 hours back testing, just cranking it up. You literally feel like you're in this uneasy state that you're like inside the screen, and it probably does sound crazy. Maybe I sound like a crazy person right now, but maybe you have to be a little crazy to see success in day trading. And as quickly as I think I did, I seen it quite quickly in trading. I was able to completely speed run my process in day trading compared to some people. Like, I know some people that haven't got payout in 3-4 years, haven't passed the fund account after a year of trying, and that wasn't me at all. I kind of took to it very quickly and have seen constant kind of success since then, which is obviously a very good thing in my trading. Obviously been consistently profitable now for nearly 18 months now, so obviously I've been able to see very good success in my trading and obviously be able to do it full time, as I obviously do, living in Bali, Thailand, Ireland, whatever it might be, and be able to get that success. But it was all because I got in that momentum and stacked the goals and stacked the days and stacked the process and knew what I need to do and just kept building on it. Another thing as well with momentum in day trading is you need to do it on the charts as well. I've kind of talked a lot about how you do the build up in your life, kind of self-improvement, because that's what I remember most. But on the charts, getting that momentum is simply being able to follow your rules for a day, okay? The next day come back, follow them again. Next day come back, follow them again. Now you've done 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week of following your rules, not breaking your rules, doing everything right in your trading. And then that is how you get momentum. You can believe and you've proved to yourself that you can follow an exact set of rules you have set out every single day and every single week. And if obviously them rules are a profitable system and your discretion ends up being profitable, which in my opinion will be if you have enough time, enough hours on chart, and obviously the right people teaching you and so on and so forth, then you have no choice but to be successful in this aspect of life, in day trading. The only reason it's going to fail, the only reason it should fail in trading is a strategy or your psychology. There's not an in-between. There's not an in-between you and your goals. So if you can lock down strategy, for example, let's say you follow me and you can see I make money day trading, posting payouts and stuff. Like, you should know that the strategy works long term because I've done it. Literally an example of it, and I show payouts and stuff. Again, you don't have to use me. You can use someone else. Like, I don't know, whoever online that you post payouts and stuff and you can see they're consistently making money trading. Them people, follow them, use their strategy. You don't have to use mine, okay? I'm not saying I'm the best trader. I'm absolutely not, by the way, at all. But you get what I mean? That you can see that my system, let's say, is profitable. So all you need to do is the psychology part of it as well as learn the system. That's it. When you break it down, that's all trading is. Psychology and the strategy. That's all you have to figure out in your trading. And we'll leave it there. I hope everyone gets the momentum and flow they need to get in their life. I know this is a bit of a sporadic video, but just talking from the heart about how I got that momentum, and especially that period when I was trying to become a full-time day trader, how I got the momentum and flow going in my life to be able to achieve the goals I want to achieve in day trading. Hope everyone has the success they want to get in day trading. Free Discord is below, as well as the VIP Discord. Again, don't have to join, but it is an option below, an education service. Again, free Discord below with free material in there for you to help help you with day trade. Peace out, and I hope everyone has a good weekend because I'm recording this on the weekend. Peace out.